Welcome to another FieldVision training video. My name is Dave LaFour. In this video, I'm going to be talking about using FieldVision as a field technician. The term field technician includes the crews that actually perform work against a work order. However, it may also include a person in a supervisory position. It might include a property owner. It could be the customer of a service provider, or really any other individual that has been given permission to update or view the status of work orders. All right, we have our main menu here. There's work orders, properties, reports, messages, manage organizations, and settings. Let's start off with some of the simple things. Let's get those out of the way before we go on to properties and work orders. Start with settings. From here, you can change whether you want notifications on or off. You can change your password. You can upgrade your account if you've signed up as a individual user and later decide that you want to start your own organization within FieldVision so that you can create your own work orders and issue those work orders to other people. This is where you do it. One nice feature here is that FieldVision is available in English and Spanish. Very handy option for those field technicians whose native language is Spanish. I'll go back here and change it back to English. You can change the image size from 512 by 384 to a larger 1024 by 768 pixels. I recommend keeping it on the default image size. That lowers your disk space usage, it lowers the bandwidth utilization on your phone, and yet the images are still very high quality images. If you need to contact us, you can do so here at fvhelp@dtsisoftware.com. We also have the privacy policy, terms and conditions, and the logout button here on the end. Now back on the main menu, you will notice right above settings there's manage organizations. If you remember, in the sign-up process, you need to join an organization in order to get work orders from that organization. I'm going to click on this. In this case, I have already joined the FV Demo organization, and they have accepted my join request. And so now I can see, as a field technician, I can see the work orders that have been issued to me. If you did not sign up for an organization, or if you want to sign up for an additional organization, maybe you work for two or three companies that are giving you work orders, this is where you do it. Click on this plus, give them the organization tag. Now you'll need to get that organization tag from the organization that's going to be issuing you work orders. So you're just going to put it in here, and you can put a friendly message. Hi, it's me, John, from XYZ Services, or whatever company you're with or crew you're on, and then you would submit that request right here and wait for them to approve the request, and then you'll see work orders from that organization. Right above manage organizations is messages. That really just gives you an easy way to send an email message to somebody without having to leave the FieldVision application. Now, reports, I'm not going to go into detail on the reports here today. That's its own training video, a little more time than we've got here today. So look for that video because the reporting features of FieldVision are really cool. Next, let's look at the properties screen. Properties are set up by the organization that is issuing work orders for those properties. So here again, you'll only see the properties for which you've been issued work orders and therefore given permission to view those properties. Let's look at this particular property. It shows the property name, The property tag, just a unique identifier for a property. The address, and any notes that the organization wants the field technician to know about the property. You can put in lots of notes here. We don't have many on this particular demo property, but you could certainly make a good description of the property so that the field technician knows what they're looking at. Then we have photos that are associated with the property itself. Let's scroll through some of these photos. Just photos of parking areas, drive-throughs, rock beds with shrubs in them, more rock beds. Very good way of visually describing a property to a field tech who has probably never seen the property before, and it needs all the information he or she can to get their work done correctly. Below the photos is a section called Work Completed. This shows you all the work that has been completed on that particular property, regardless of work order. So there may be a janitorial work order issued or grounds maintenance issued, and that will all just show up chronologically under the Work Completed section. Right now we have a check-in on this property. Work is currently in progress. Back on June 20th, there was an inspection of the property. Here's the inspector's notes: weeds in the turf, a few dead shrubs, trees okay, check the irrigation on the south side, and there are photos to document that particular inspection. We'll scroll through these, and then here's a video explaining some things that the inspector wants you to know.
Possible irrigation leak on the south side of the parking lot. Looks like water's been pooling here for a while. There's already algae growing here. Need to take a look at it.
Videos are very helpful to help document what is being done and what property managers, end user customers are seeing when they are on the property. Let's go back to the main property page. This button in the upper right hand corner, right here, if you put in a correct proper address, that you click on that button and you can pick the application you want to help you navigate to that location. Very handy for the field crews. The three buttons up here at the top of the screen allow you to add photos, add videos, or email information about the property to somebody else who may need it and doesn't have FieldVision. Now let's review work orders. The work order screen is divided up between the open work orders. There's pending work orders, there's completed work orders, there's all work orders. In this case, our demo data, we've just got open work orders. It is divided again by the service category. So in this case, one service category is ground maintenance, another's janitorial, another snow removal, and each of the work orders that are in that service category appear under that service category. We can sort work orders by clicking here. You can sort by service category, by property tag, by property name, the work order ID, or the expiration date of the work order. The work order is listed by the work order ID, a numeric sequence number given to each work order. It is also identified by the property tag that's associated with the property this work order is for. Here is the work order name. In this case, we gave it the name of the property and then 2016 summer maintenance as a descriptive work order name. And we have the expiration date of the work order on the end of that line of text. So let's go in and update a work order. Let's pick first Main Street work order. We see the status. We see notes that have been put in by the organization that's issued this work order to us. We see the expiration date and the expiration time. We see the work completed. Now, this list is similar to the work completed list that we saw on the properties when we reviewed that. This particular work order is a recurring work order, so we have multiple services that accumulate underneath this work order, and we can always click on that work completed work record and see what was done. Below that are the photos that are associated with the work order, and that is different than the photos that are associated with the property. These are photos that have been put in by the property manager or the customer, the organization that's issued the work order. This is how they document how they want you to see the property and maybe special areas of attention. Up in the upper right corner, it's the navigation button. Click on that. Use the navigation tool of your choice, and that will give you the turn-by-turn directions on how to get to this particular property. To update the work order, we click on the top three buttons in the upper right-hand corner. Click on Add Time and Material. The first screen you see is a check-in screen. We can add photos or add videos of what the job looked like before we started work. We can add them from the camera or select them from the gallery on the device itself. Then we click check in. Now once we've checked in, that shows up on the work in progress report so that everybody who has access to these same properties and work orders will see that somebody is on the property, has checked in, and is beginning work. Let's say we've been working for a while, and we can put in notes. From the crew. Crew can put in any notes they want. The date and time are automatically put in, although you can change that. Now we need to say what we did. Crew is out there to do a weekly mow service, so let's add that. Make sure you click the add button or it won't be added to the list. They did put down some fertilizer. Now that requires a quantity, so we say 50 pounds, and let's add that. And they also did an inspection while they were there. Make sure the property's looking good. Those are the things that the crew has done. They've been added to the list of service codes that were done here today. Here again, we can go add photos from the camera or from the gallery and check out. It's pretty easy. This is the work record that we just entered. You'll notice in the upper right-hand corner, this is what we call the work order activity ID. It is a unique identifier that is unique to this particular service. It is different than the work order number, and it's made to reference this particular service at this particular date and time for this work order. That number can be helpful for tracking work. Sometimes you might have to fill out a logbook for a property for a client while you're on site, or you have to fill in their own paperwork with some, reference number. This would be the number that you would use. That does it for today's training video. For more information, please visit us at www.dtsisoftware.com.